Hi friends. Hey guys. So I hope you're doing good, but we're gonna read at least four topics. Yeah. So Northern Hemisphere. Okay. What are the clouds in the sky? The air in the atmosphere always contains moisture in the form of water vapor. When warm, moist air cools, it can no longer hold its moisture as water vapor. This extra moisture then condenses into small drops of water, which finally takes the form of a cloud. So a cloud is a collection of moisture in the air. An interesting question is, how do the clouds stay on the sky? The air currents keep the cloud up in the sky, but the continuous cooling process keeps on changing the vapors into drops of water. And when these droplets become larger in size, they could no longer be held up by the air currents in the sky or the atmosphere. It is then that they fall to the ground as rain. The clouds are divided into types according to their distance from the earth. The four main categories of clouds are high clouds, middle clouds, low clouds, and clouds which may extend through all levels. What is the weather? The weather is simply a condition of atmosphere at a particular time. The atmosphere or the air can be cool, cold, warm, hot, breezy, dry, moist, or wet. The combination of the amount of heat and moisture and motion in the air creates different types of weather. The weather can vary from hour to hour, day to day, season to season, and even from year to year. To study the weather forecaster looks at the fronts that exist. Fronts are boundary lines that between the weather forecaster looks at the fronts that exist. Fronts are boundary lines between the cold air moving southwards from the north and the warm air moving from the tropics. What is a cyclone? A storm is the moving of air rapidly from one place to another. It has many forms. Cyclone is one of them. A storm starts when warm, moist air from the equator moves northwards into the northern hemisphere and meets a mass of cold, dry air moving southwards from the Arctic region, which is one of the polar regions. These two types of air do not mix, and so the pressure begins to fall at the center of the storm. The winds begin to blow around the low pressure area in anti-clockwise circular direction. These low pressure area winds are known as a cyclone. So in India or Southeast Asia, in Asia, people call them cyclones or typhoons. But in the Americas, they call them hurricanes. The mass of air in such an area could vary in diameter from 400 to 1,000 miles. Why is the summer warm? The warmness of the summer and the coldness of the winter is not dependent on the distance the earth has from the sun. Rather, they are caused by the slant of the earth's axis as it moves around the sun. As the earth moves around the sun, the earth's axis always points in the same direction towards the North Star. For this reason, half the year the North Pole tilts towards the sun, and for the rest away from it. When the North Pole is inclined towards the sun, the northern hemisphere experiences summer, and when it is far away, the northern hemisphere experiences summer, and when it is farther away, the sun, when the northern hemisphere is farther away from the sun, it has its winter. Winter can only start in the southern hemisphere. These regions are reversed. The summers are warmer than the winters because the sun's rays are less slanting in the summer. The factors such as water, land, and altitude also play a vital role in regulating the climatic conditions. In reality, the man just how is the day divided into 24 hours? Because in reality, the man just decided to have 24 hours, 20 hours for the whole day. There is nothing in nature to call minutes or seconds. Nature provides us only with days and nights, which are formed as a result of the rotation of the Earth on its axis from west to east. The completion of one rotation is done with a specific period of time. That is what we call a day. Scientists have been able to measure this time with the help of stars. They use sidereal clocks for this purpose. In terms of hours, minutes, and seconds, a sidereal day has 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.09 seconds. At earlier times, a day meant simply the space between sunrise and sunset. Before the invention of clocks, day and night were divided into 12 hours each, but in today's world, the day extends over a period of 24 hours, or at least from midnight to midnight. So, we learned about 4 topics, but I decided to add at least an extra 5 topic, so it can be usable. So friends, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share and follow me. Let's have peace. Bye friends.